I've just been having a bit of a walk round because it's a really nice sunny day. But now I'm going to head back to that container garden and just check a few bits and bobs, and I'll also give you an update on those pepper seeds that we sowed only about a week ago. I'm just going to have a quick look in here because this is where I put that garlic that we sowed quite recently. As you can see, it's on its way. These two haven't come through at the moment, but that is definitely on its way, which is great. You can see that the roots soon start to build up in these containers, so we're going to have to move that on at some point. And there, as onions, it does look like it's the odd red one trying to come through, but I'm going to do some more of those. But these are definitely now at a stage where I need to start pricking them out and moving them on. And I'm definitely going to get this sorted out quite soon as well. The compost in it's not too bad still. I'll give that a bit of a churn up, add some feed, and then I'm going to use this entire planter for salads. So a mixture of different types of salad leaf, beet leaves, and whatever else I can think to pop in it. And I think I'll fill the top with a few flowers, make it look really nice. We're also starting to get buds growing on these apple trees, which is great. Two different varieties we've got there. That's one of them, John o' Gold. And that is the other. I've also been out and picked up some compost today as well. 3 bags for £15, so that was a pretty good deal. The 50 litre bags as well. And these strawberries are starting to put a bit of fresh growth on as well. They're the ones that we took from last year's plants. And that's the blueberry bush. And again, it's starting to get lots and lots of buds on it. And then in this container, we've got this rhubarb. I moved it into a bigger container last year. And that is starting to come through now. And if you look close on this one, that's raspberry gold. If you look right there, we've got fresh growth on its way as well. So, although it's been really cold, things are trying. And that lavender plant's also done really well over winter. So I've come back inside and I'm going to have a quick look at those pepper seeds that we sowed quite recently. So that's what we put them in when we sowed seeds. I put that propagator lid on and I just put a elastic band around it as well. Because when the sun comes out, I just pop it outside. Obviously, not when it's frosty, but if it's got really good sunlight, I can pop that outside, and even if the wind gets up, it's not going to blow that lid off. I have got a bit of a sore throat, you might have noticed. So, we can take a look at these, because what we did is we sowed the seeds, and we didn't use a heat mat. So, there we go. That's what we've got so far. You can see we've got quite a bit of germination there. But the thing is, on this side, if you look, there's one right there that's gone quite leggy. And that's because it germinated, and then we had a couple of days when it was overcast, so it didn't get much in the way of light. The others came up just after, and I've been popping them outside in this propagator so they get direct sunlight. And that's why some of them, as you can see there, are nice little stocky plants, which is exactly what you need. I'll disregard this one, it's got too leggy. They're not like tomato plants. A tomato plant, you can take it out and bury it deeper, right up to those leaves if you want. Because tomato plants have got these little fine hairs on stem. If you plant below soil, those hairs become roots. So you still end up with a really good, healthy, stocky plant. It don't work exactly the same with peppers. You can plant these peppers a little bit deeper if you want. But, as I said, I wouldn't bother with that one. But this one is slightly taller than I'd like. So I'll prick that out and I'll bury that. So there's just a bit of that stem sticking up. And that'll still make a decent plant. And so far so good for others. And even when we've got plants like that, where two have germinated in the same place, we can still separate those as well. Well, I'm just going to leave these for a little bit longer, and they'll be going back outside as well. They need to get as much sunlight as they possibly can. And it's now that time of year to start going through seeds. Make sure we've got what we need, because March is a time when you start planting quite a lot of things. We've got loads of beetroot. I got them cheap at end of season, so we'll be sowing some of them quite soon. I've got more onions. Also, quite a bit of this mixed lettuce. That's what I'm going to be putting in that green stalk planter. A few flowers as well, some marigolds there. That's another pack of that salad. And then we've got all these. These are all new ones that I got, and I didn't even get to use them. A different variety of lettuce. And then another one. We've got perpetual spinach. We got fennel. I didn't try that last year because we moved. I just didn't get time. So we've got quite a few different varieties of things that we can try this year. We'll get some of those on go this month as well. Spring onions. You can sow those every 2 weeks. You can never run out of spring onions if you do it like that. And then we're going to try some more basil. We didn't do too good with basil last year. And we've got peas, so we can start sowing peas as well. I'll go through this box a bit later and see what else we've got. There's some more spring onions there as well. Got some French beans. Too early for French beans. They're not cold hard at all. But we've got quite a few things from last year that we can have a go at before we even need to go out and start buying anything. There is one thing, however, that we could do with getting started as soon as possible, and that's spinach. If you want to grow spinach, you're best off sowing it as early as you can. It doesn't tolerate heat. If it gets too hot, it'll just bolt, go to seed, and then it's not going to be any good. So at some point today, we're going to sow some spinach seeds, get that on go, and then we'll have plenty of cuttings from spinach before it gets too hot. Plenty of things that we can be doing right at the beginning of March. And I think it's a good idea to set up that green stalk planter with different varieties of salad leaf. It then becomes kind of a pick and mix for your salads. Just turn it around, take a little bit of whatever you want and let it regrow. For now, peppers have done really well, no heat mat. We've had one stretch, but considering we didn't use any lights or anything, I think we've done quite well there. And I'm going to sow some more, so we've got plenty to go at. And I've also got to go and find some seed potatoes so we can get them chitting. So when comes the time that we're not getting any frost or anything, we can get them planted on and start off as potato plants. And we'll be doing rocket first earlies or something like that. Because everything we grow in containers. And we got some really good results from his first early potatoes last year. So just another quick update for you. And considering how early it is in season, I think we're doing alright. But there's definitely a lot more to come. And if you're interested in seeing what we're going to be sowing through the rest of March, hit that subscribe button and press that notifications bell. And I'll see you on the next update. Hopefully I won't have a sore throat then. Take care.